Alvaro Morata cuts short honeymoon as Manchester United move edges closer to completion. Alvaro Morata has taken a break from his honeymoon to fly back to Madrid in an attempt to push through his move to Manchester United. Morata had escaped for a holiday with bride Alice Campello, who he married in a lavish ceremony in Venice earlier this month. Alvaro Morata has cut short his honeymoon in a bid to push through a move to Manchester United. But he left his new wife on the island of Formentera near Ibiza to make a trip back to the Spanish capital and try to finally clinch the £63 million switch to Old Trafford. The 24-year-old is growing increasingly frustrated at the lack of progress the transfer is making, and Spanish titleists claim he boarded a plane in the hope of resolving the issue. Morata is desperately hoping to avoid the deal becoming a summer-long saga and would prefer to have certainty over his future sooner rather than later. But until Real and United reach an agreement over his asking price, Morata is being left hanging in limbo. Morata married Alice Campello in a lavish ceremony in Venice earlier this month. Here is why the big clubs want Real Madrid's Alvaro Morata. United have offered £63 million, and believe that should be enough for the European champions to accept for a player who was not first choice at the Bernabeu last season. But Real believe he is worth £70 million and have so far been unwilling to budge on their valuation, much to Morata's frustration. The player had been hoping the deal would have been sorted out well before his wedding so he could relax in the knowledge his future was sorted. Instead, the two clubs have reached a stalemate, with Real knowing they have the upper hand as the selling club. Alvaro Morata is keen to finally resolve his future with Real Madrid and Manchester United haggling over his fee. United want to pay £63 million for Alvaro Morata, but Real want £70 million. Personal terms have already been agreed between the club and player, and the transfer would be a formality if United agree to match Real's valuation. Morata wanted a meeting with club officials at the Bernabeu to get the exact lowdown on the situation, eager to see his future resolved. He is desperate for it to all be finalized in time for him to link up with the United squad when they report back for their pre-season trip to America on July 8. Alvaro Morata fact file: Alvaro Morata, age 24, was born in Madrid, Spain, in October 1992. He spent 2 years at Atletico Madrid's academy before moving on to Getafe and then Real in 2008, still a junior player. Morata made his debut for Real in August 2010, scoring against Castilla. He joined Juventus in July 2014 for £17.5 million, but Real retained an option to buy him back. After scoring 27 goals in 93 games in Italy, Real bought Morata back for £26 million in 2016. Last season he managed 20 goals for Real, his best return. He made his international debut for Spain in 2014 and has 9 goals from 20 games. Morata is a complete modern striker, who is strong on the ball, has energy and pace, and at 6 feet 2 inches is also lethal in the air.